Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Soulganize Your Life. And I'm noticing the more that I'm Soulganizing my own life, the more I'm really enjoying just being a human on this planet. It's becoming a lot more fun. I notice the outer circumstances of my own life, and I'm assuming everyone, we have this inner stimulation that happens. And I would say those two, it does it in two distinct ways. One, through the psychological ego, which is what I study as a therapist, and then the divine soul connection that we have to everything that exists. And so, why would it be important to know the difference? Well, this is the point of having our guests on, and they become invaluable, in my opinion, because they help us relate to this inner conflict that we're having and give us ideas on how to integrate these two perspectives into one full, beautiful human being experience. And my guest today is coming all the way from India, and it's almost midnight there, I think. And so I'm so appreciative. She's 27, so she's young. She can stay up late. I'm so appreciative of being on here. And she's Dr. Saloni. And thank you so much for being here. She's a fellow psychotherapist and many other things. But just to start, how did you get on the journey to becoming a therapist?
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me, first of all. And I'm so grateful to be here, to be in contact with you. My journey, and it all started after my mom's cancer. My
Hmm.
mom is a cancer survivor. She was diagnosed with cancer in 2020. It was a blood cancer. And
Mm.
that was the time, I was having a very good life till that time. But when the cancer came into my life, it was like it suddenly shaked everything. Like, whatever happened, why everyone is crying, why we are feeling sad. I just got to know
Mm.
so many emotions at that particular point of my life.
Mm.
And then I realized that there is a lot of pain all around. So many people are going through cancer, so many people are crying in this world. And I started questioning again and again in my mind to the universe, like, what is this? Some people are happy someday, some people are sad, there are so many problems coming. So that is
Mm.
the time when I entered into spirituality. And what I understood at that particular time is spirituality means knowing spirit in reality. This is what the
Yes.
word comes from, spirituality, right?
Well, I love that definition, knowing spirit in our human reality. I love
Exactly,
that.
exactly, exactly.
Yes.
And then if we say this, how the spirit is coming in reality, it means we all know one day we are going to die. We are here for a particular span of time. And then I realized that many people just pass away with cancer. And then they maybe come with another body and they take new birth, and the cycle continuously keeps on repeating. So
Mhm.
there are many questions from where we came, why we came, what we are doing here on this planet. So these questions made me crazy at that time, because I was
They make me crazy too. I love
yeah. So sometimes I felt like that life can be different if I should just change my mindset. So at that
it.
time I just started practicing some of things like, I am soul, my mother is soul, we are here
Mhm.
together due to some reason. And that is the time I started thinking about past life, that there must be something which I did in my past life, that why only my mother is going through this cancer, not others. Like, there are many people who are living a good life. So these things started coming to my mind. And that is
Mhm.
the time when I got just very much aware that I am a soul, just because I don't wanted to hurt my feelings again and again. Oh, what if my mom will die, what will happen, I will cry, my family will be lonely. So that is the time I got to understand that this is a soul journey. We get so many problems, we get so many challenges. Like, every soul will go through some challenges, some things. And that is the time when I understood that I am a soul, my mom is a soul, my family is a soul. They are just wearing costumes of this body, and we are here playing a role. This is like a role play we see anywhere, and we are just playing like a puppets. Like, some situations are coming and we have to act according to that situation. We cry, we laugh. So this is something which made me realize that no, I am soul, I don't have to take this life that seriously, that I get indulged into this and I just get mad. Yeah,
Yeah. So it sounds like you're saying you're just sort of having a wonderful life up until the
exactly,
moment where this happened. And then,
exactly.
so kind of the point of the podcast, right, is to talk about the two different perspectives that we have in one person.
Yeah,
One is
yeah,
the absolute fear and the negative
exactly,
emotions and the crying and the why me and why my mom and why is this happening.
exactly.
And then the
exactly.
part of you that was like, wait a second, there has to be more to this. It's not about being sad. There's a whole
Exactly.
purpose to it. And so can you discern a little bit more for the audience, like what were those two ego soul perspectives you were having at the time?
Yeah, basically, the first thing is ego is something which I feel when we are too much attached to this body, we are
Mm,
always in ego. We are continuously saying, "Oh my God, I'm so beautiful. Oh my God, this is my car. Oh my God, this is my house." But if we go into depth, we will understand nothing is mine.
yeah.
Nothing is mine over here. So why we are
Mhm.
so much attached to these things, that how can you say this to me? That person is basically saying this to my body, not to me. If I say my name is Saloni, so that is the name of my body, not for my soul, right?
Mhm,
This is
mhm.
like a worldly name which my mom and dad gave me when I was born here. And maybe in many past life, many other names would be there. Who knows? Like, we don't remember. Our subconscious mind is full of trap. And then I just came to realize one more thing, that I saw many people, many children with 1 year or 2 year, they are getting cancer. And that always gave me a question in my mind, that how can a like newborn baby be diagnosed with cancer, or 2 year, 3 year, 11 year, or 22 year? How can
Yes.
these people go through this chronic diseases? Because what they have eaten in those particular years, or what they have done in that 1 year of their life, and they are getting cancer. So this is something which gave me an insight, different insight of life, that there is something which we did in our past. There must be some lives, must be there. Something was there, with some recordings are there, which we are continuously repeating those cycles, and we just came here on this planet with this new body. So from there arises our ego, that this body is my body, this this
Mhm,
life is my life. Then I realized that she is my mother when I always
mhm.
saw her. But she is not only my mother, there are many other people who are going through cancer, and they are also mother of other people. Like, this is all, I would say, the ego arises when we get so much attached into this human body, and we
Yeah.
continuously see that I am Saloni and everything is mine. But nothing is mine. This is all temporary. This is from where the ego arises.
Yeah, I agree with you. In fact, I do this thing in my book called Soulganize Your Life and with clients where I talk to them about tell me a story where you don't use the words me, mine, or my, right? So
Okay.
if you could talk about this woman who you call mother, right? And you don't use the words my mother, right? You can feel the shift of the ego there,
Yeah.
right? It's like if I can't claim ownership to any of this, then I really can't claim the ownership of the pain associated with it. This person
Exactly.
is going
Exactly.
through something. This person is bringing in past lives and lessons, and I want to support them, and there's a soul there that wants to have this experience or maybe didn't want to have this experience, I don't really know, but knows what to do about the experience. And
Yeah.
this is where you said you just dove head into really understanding the psychology of the
Yeah.
ego as well as teaching people how to connect to the soul.
Exactly.
I love it. So what are some ways you did that for yourself and for your mother before you even became a therapist or used it with your clients? And that you I know now you work with cancer patients a lot.
Yeah. So what I did was, whenever any cancer patient is diagnosed with cancer, or any caregiver comes with the situation that, oh my God, my husband is going through life-threatening disease, yeah, my mom is going through this, I always teach them this, that see, you just have to see this situation with a different perspective. Only then you can heal this emotional pain that you're going through. If
Mm,
you will continuously see it as my husband, this will give you jerks of pain continuously, and you cannot stop yourself from crying, from feeling that emotional baggage. To
yeah.
see that emotional shift in your mind, you have to see this person as a soul. If you
Mhm.
will see that this soul came in my life, and this cancer is something which is trying to teach me something, there is some purpose for this cancer. There is something like why this cancer came to my life, or why this challenge came to my life, there is some purpose for this. Only then you can heal this pain. There is no other way. Because if any person is going for any kind of psychotherapy, what we try, we mostly use cognitive behavior therapy or any other problem solution therapy. There are many things, but nothing will give you a permanent solution to heal your pain. We can just talk, we can just provide them with practical solutions. You can eat this, you can do this, you can go for a walk, you can meditate, but
Yeah.
nothing is going to heal their pain. And whenever we tell any of client, you should practice meditation for 10 days. How can they practice meditation? How can they concentrate if they are continuously going on with that one thought that, oh my god, my husband will die one day with cancer? So this
Yeah.
is something which I try to change their mentality with using these healing techniques, that no, you have to take spirituality as an important aspect of your life. In if you want to heal your emotional baggage right now, you have to understand that this person is a soul. If he or she is in your life, they came with a purpose. They came here to teach you some lessons as well, to teach you some patience, to teach you something. And there is something that needs to be healed inside you
Yeah.
also, as well as for the patient too. So there are many clients who just complain continuously, oh my god, I'm continuously taking care of my husband, I'm not able to concentrate on my children, I'm not able to concentrate on my personal work. Why he came in my life? Why this cancer? Why me? So many thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
But the
Mm-hmm.
only and only solution is when you will meditate by understanding that I am a soul, not this body. If you will sit with yourself with for 2 minutes with this thought that I am a soul, not this body, this can
Mm-hmm.
do wonders for your mind. This can
Yeah.
heal a lot for you. If you will just realize for a minute, I am a soul here, a point of light. This body is nothing. This is just a temporary costume that I'm wearing right now. So this will heal a lot in your mind. So this is what I try to teach my clients.
Yeah. And you're speaking with such passion because you actually had to do it yourself.
Yeah,
You had to look at your mom and you had to overcome all of the
exactly.
emotions of
Exactly.
the body and the ego. And
Exactly.
yeah, and your mom benefited from that, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Not only her own healing, right, but the caretaker or the child that's
Exactly.
worrying. Tell me a little bit about that dynamic. Like how does the person that's not having cancer help heal the person having cancer by healing their own emotional wound about it?
Exactly. So the thing is, what I understood was my mom was carrying a lot of emotional baggage from her childhood. Like the baggage, so many traumas, so many resentments, hatred for many people, like she did this. She was unaware about those emotions, but she was having there. And I believe in the philosophy that cancer or any kind of illness comes in our body due to some emotions, because it is all psychosomatic. This
Mhm.
problem or the illness always begins here in your head first and then comes in your body after that. So I told my mother just to forgive all the people who are there, just one by one. And you won't believe, she was having two tumors on her adrenal glands. And when she started forgiving people for 3 months, and after three chemotherapies, her tumors disappeared,
Oh
totally
my God.
disappeared. Just by releasing her past, releasing her traumas, her body started to transform. And there I saw the change, that how your emotional health can affect your body. Like it can work wonders if you forgive all the people. If you will just forgive all the hatred, all the resentment, all the thoughts that you're carrying here in your head, your body will automatically start to heal. So
How
for
did you get your mom to listen to you?
yeah, actually she is too spiritual too, a bit like from her childhood she used to chant some mantras, some things. So it was spirituality for her, like following any one particular thing. But when I just introduced her these concepts, like about soul, about forgiveness. I just provided her some scientific reasons behind that, that why she should feel this way. There were many stories, many people. Maybe you know about Dr. Joe Dispenza. You may
Yes,
know.
yes.
Yeah, so there is a book called Becoming Supernatural. So that book have a story about Anna Williams, who healed her cancer just by meditating, just by releasing her past. And there is a book called You Can Heal Your Life of Louise Hay. You might know about
Mm,
it. So
yeah.
she also healed her cervical cancer just by focusing, releasing her past. So I just started telling my mom these realistic stories about cancer, like how so many people heal their bodies, then why can't she? So she just
Yeah.
started having a belief system regarding this. So this is for all the known people who are not even having any kind of disease, healthy people, I would say, just forgive everyone. Don't carry any emotional baggage for any person, because I feel why we are sad is because we are continuously blaming others.
Yes.
This is the reason, because if we are feeling any kind of pain, even today I had a session with someone, and for 1 hour she was crying and she was blaming so many people that they gave her pain. But in the end of my session, I just told one thing: nobody gave you pain, you are giving yourself that pain. And
Mm,
that was the moment she realized. She said, yes, I feel that I am one who is carrying that pain inside me. Nobody is giving it to me intentionally. I am the one who is continuously sucking that pain from other people. So this is one thing. Never blame others, because I feel the more we blame others for our unhappiness, for example, in many families there are many personal disputes, many chaos is going on, but what we do, we blame others that because of you I'm not happy, because of you I'm feeling this emotion. But what I feel, we feel what we want to feel, and this
mm,
is in our hands. Our emotional state, our thought process, everything is in our hands, and we have a complete control on our mental health, and nobody can, do it in a way that we can do it for ourselves. So this is what I want to give like
yeah.
to other people.
So I would say the difference between the ego and the soul is the ego can't forgive. It only forgives if it sees
Exactly.
some personal benefit to it, but won't
Exactly.
forget. And the soul is doesn't need to forgive. It knows that it
Exactly.
is having its
Exactly.
own journey, but the sort of the bridge that you help create for your clients, which I actually saw on LinkedIn, you'd posted the power of forgiveness. So I know
Yeah.
you really believe in this. So it's that's really for you. Like if something ends up stuck in your body, whether it's an emotion
Exactly.
or an actual physical ailment,
Exactly.
forgiveness is the first step.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
forgiveness happens very specifically, like you said with my mom, she had to
Exactly.
forgive certain people. It's not just saying I forgive the universe. You're saying I'm forgiving
Exactly.
humans for human behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
amazing. So what else do you want to say to this? Because again, forgiveness is just rarely talked about, certainly in our country right now in
Hmm.
2024. We're at each other's throats over politics, and there's no forgiveness. There's no, we just had
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. We had gratitude for each other, but maybe no forgiveness.
Yeah.
So maybe speak a little bit more about how the soul can help bridge the gap between the ego's lack of forgiveness and the no need for forgiveness, but that there's stuff we can do there. What do you suggest?
Okay, so I feel forgiveness is very underrated, because mostly people just like to keep the grudges, the hatred, the negative parts in their mind, and they just stop talking to each other. But energies never stop. If we are not talking to any person, there is a cord that is continuously connecting us with each other, right? So if we
Say
are
that
not talking.
say that again, because I think that may be really important, and I don't want to skip over it. You said there's a cord.
Exactly. So I feel there is an energy code which is connecting every person on this planet with each other.
Wow.
Even if, see, after this podcast, even if we are not talking for days, but there will be an energy which is continuously being exchanged between us, maybe with thoughts, with some emotions, with some moments of remembrance. If we are living in one house and we are not talking with each other, for example, still the energy exchanges continuously. Maybe it is a negative energy exchange. Even if we are not talking, we are just sending energy.
Hmm.
Even if the person is not present physically, if we are having hatred or resentment, the person is sitting here continuously. not physically,
Mhm.
but in our intentions, in our thought, that person is there. So what forgiveness really means is forgiving that person from your heart and from your soul, that it's okay, whatever you did with me, it's okay, I accept it, I admit it, and now I want to heal my life. If you are
Mhm.
not talking to that person, just heal that particular thing. What we do is we usually stop talking and we just continuously keep on sending negative thoughts to that person in mind. Oh my god, he did that, he's very
Mhm.
bad person, he's like very jealous of me. This is where ego comes, because we try to put other person down just to make ourselves feel good for those 1 or 2 minutes.
Yes.
Just for that just for that, minute gratification, for that particular satisfaction of 1 or 2 minutes, we continuously abuse other, we continuously say bad things about others. So this is where the ego lies. If we will
Mhm.
understand that one energy from my soul is continuously going to that other person, and I have to work here on this soul journey, that just by sitting every night, just try to practice. Whenever you go for sleep, just sit, close your eyes, and just start saying, I am sorry, I please forgive me. This is what Ho'oponopono
Yeah.
meditation is.
Yeah.
I thank you and I love you. So these four phrases can do wonders for you. There is a like long story for Ho'oponopono meditation. Like whosoever is listening, they can search it on Google what Ho'oponopono meditation is. This word basically means making the things right. Ho'oponopono means making the things right. So
Mm.
how to make the things right is, they say your subconscious mind is full of a lot of negative emotions. It is
Mm.
like a recycle bin of your body,
Yeah.
because there are many things, many moments which we passed away in our life, but still we are carrying that debris in our subconscious mind that is continuously killing us. From where that emotions are arising, it is arising from your subconscious level of your mind, right? So when we chant these four phrases, what we do is we clean our subconscious mind,
Mm.
whatever is there. So when we just sit quietly, close our eyes, and we just start on chanting, I am sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, I love you. So these
Mhm.
four phrases, when we chant continuously, what it do is, it just changes the situation. It just changes something in us. It just shifts something, some sort of energy. Because when we, for the person we are having bad energy, if we will send forgiveness to that person, the energy of that person will change automatically. It's
Mm.
like we are sending black balls through energy continuously. Then
Mm.
how can we expect white balls from that person, right? If we will start
Yeah.
sending white balls from here, then we can expect that person can change too. But we always want that person to change, we don't want ourselves to change first. So this
Right.
is where we are lacking, right? We need to
Yeah.
work on ourselves. We cannot change any other person's perception for us, but what we can do is we can change our mindset. This is what matters the most.
Yeah. So the phrase which I think are so powerful is I am sorry.
Yeah,
Please forgive me.
yeah,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
And
And
I
I
love you.
love you.
And I love
Exactly.
you. So
Yeah.
what if I feel more like I have to forgive myself? Not another person, but I feel victim to my own
Yeah.
behaviors. Is it the same process for you, or how do you work with a client where they're really trying to forgive themselves for what they did?
Yeah, actually, what I try to do is I just make the person imagine, just imagine yourself as a 13-year-old child. Like when if I do it for myself, for example, I'll just sit and I'll just close my eyes and I'll just imagine that 13-year-old Saloni, what she felt at that time. If I went through a bad time, or at the age of 25 when my mom was going through, I just close my eyes and I just place both my hands on my heart area, and I just start chanting with myself. It's okay, Saloni. I am here with you. I'm here to love you. I'm here to nourish you.
Mm,
What I feel is everyone wants to be loved from someone else, but nobody wants to love themselves the way they want to treat.
mm,
It's like we always expect that someone will come and heal us, but we don't know that only we are the ones who can heal ourselves. No one
yeah.
else can do it for us, right? So if we will start doing this on daily basis, just by sitting with ourselves for 5 minutes, or by looking ourselves in the mirror and just seeing, hi Saloni, I'm so proud of you. This is what I do with myself,
Yeah.
whenever I just get ready for anywhere to go anywhere, I just stand in front of mirror, and for 2 minutes I just see myself and I just smile. Wow, I'm proud of you. I can never imagine that you did this in your life. When I was 13, I just imagine that time, that was I able to do such things in my future. Like, was I brave enough to defeat cancer with my mother? Was I brave enough to see chemotherapy drugs, to see surgeries, to see radiation therapies, to go to hospitals? So these are the emotions that I went through. I just try to release it by my own. So this
Mm,
works like wonders for me, because when I just affirm good things for me, like I'm unstoppable, I'm so happy, I'm so proud of you, Saloni. It's like a self-talk. This self-talk really works. Like, it is the 5 minutes of love that you are expecting from someone else will come to heal you. This is something, if you will start providing yourself, this can do wonders for you.
yeah. So do you feel like it's more of a deeper soul message that you're saying to
Yeah,
your
exactly.
human Saloni, right?
Exactly.
Like you're saying the human me that's
Yeah.
temporary, that's not going to keep going on, right? And
Yeah.
so,
Yes.
so this is your passion. This is what you dedicate your life to now, is to become
Yes.
someone who works
Agree.
specifically with people who are going through cancer or their loved ones,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Wow. And
Yes.
so can you work with people outside of India, around the world? How do people
Yes,
find
yes.
you?
I do work with people outside of India, and I do have some clients which are outside of India. And this is like an international work, because
Yeah.
everything is online now. So after my mom's journey, when my mom just came out of cancer as a cancer-free person, and even now it's like she was diagnosed in 2020, and now it's 24, and it's going to be 25, and she's cancer-free. And you know what doctors told her? That she's not going to survive even for 6 months. This was what doctors gave.
Wow.
And but now she defeated, and she's cancer free from last 3 to 4 years, and it's like a magic, because doctor told that this chemo, maybe it will work for her body, maybe not, we are not sure, but we can see that she's weak enough, she's not strong enough to go for this chemotherapy. This is what doctors told me. But she defeated cancer within 3 chemotherapies, and other 3 were just like another thing. And you know what, one thing I did, I really believe in water therapy.
Hmm.
What basically water therapy is, I feel water is something which have carries memories. That is why we just take water from holy places. Why we just treat that one drop like something which can change our life. Why we treat that
Yeah.
one? Because it is full of prayers. It is full of gratitude. It is full of some immense love for God. That is why we just take that one drop as if something, this will heal something inside me. So this is what we did with my mom's chemo drugs. Because they are also made of water. It is something, some chemicals are mixed in water form, and they just give.
Yeah.
So what I did was, when chemo came in our room, I just pasted stickers by writing healing water on those
Wow.
chemotherapy drugs. It was written like toxic, because that chemo is of course of high dose, so the word toxic is written over there. And I just removed that toxic word, and I just pasted healing water. And it
Wow.
worked like a healing water, because it changed the whole scenario and whole vibration of chemotherapy. Because when I was just watching the chemo drugs, it was continuously written healing water, and our vibrations changed. And my mom started saying again and again, wow, this is red healing water, this is green healing water entering my body. And chemo never gave any side effects.
Saloni, that's so beautiful. I mean, if there was a doctor to ever listen to this podcast, what would you want them to say instead of maybe this will work, maybe it won't, you have 6 months? What would you wish that they would start saying?
uh, what I have seen is, doctors can motivate people in a very different way, like a normal person. And in my personal journey, what I have seen is, if any oncologist, like a doctor who is treating any patient, his words can change a person's mindset a lot. It is
Yeah.
like a placebo effect for the person. If a
Yeah.
doctor says to any person, no, you will not survive with this therapy, the person halfway dies inside his mind,
Yes.
because he just heard those words from the doctor. For a cancer patient, doctor is like a god. They
Yes.
like doctor is beyond god for them, because they feel that this person is going to save me now. The drugs that this person will give to me, only
Yes.
I can survive with these drugs. But
Yes.
one thing that doctors should always remember, if people are treating them like god for that particular situation, so doctors should use their words so wisely with patients.
Yes.
Because I feel there even one word of saying you're going to be so perfect after this, even this sentence can work like magic for some patients,
Yeah.
because they just want to listen it from doctor ki what will doctor say, because they feel doctor knows better than any other person of this world. So this
Wow.
is what I feel. uh, and even in my therapy sessions, what I feel is, whenever I tell my mom's story or other people's story who were healed with meditation, people start believing it, because these are live experiences. People think if this person can heal, then why can't me? So we should always tell people the positive stories. The person who defeated cancer, we should always try to tell these stories to cancer patients, rather than telling them, oh, this person passed away with cancer. Just try to give some positive stories rather than negative stories, because
Yeah.
life is unpredictable. It's okay, we are born with I think fixed number of breaths, but that till the time we have life in our body, our motive should be to live positively. Rest is in
Yes.
God's hand. Rest is in the divine's hand. Whosoever created us, we don't know from where we came, for
Yeah.
where we will go. But till the time we are here, we can be positive and we can be happy. Yeah,
Yeah. I love that. That's our mission, or that's why we're here, is to live
exactly.
positively. I totally agree with that. And so if somebody wanted to find you, I know I found you on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
How else would people find you?
uh, I am on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram too. I can provide my mail ID too. And yeah, LinkedIn is somewhere I started posting recently. Just I am just like activated my LinkedIn few months
Yes.
back. Yeah, so I'm just starting on with social media. So I'm on Instagram too. I'm on like, you can share my number in the description if you want. People can contact me on WhatsApp and on Instagram and on LinkedIn. I'm on these three platforms. Yeah.
Okay. And it's so if they were look you up on LinkedIn, it's Saloni. How do you say your
Dr.
last name?
Saloni Chawla.
Yeah, Saloni
Yeah,
Chawla. Yeah.
Chawla. Yeah, it's yeah,
Salonichawla. Awesome. Okay.
exactly,
Oh my gosh. Well,
exactly.
thank you so much for staying up with us tonight.
Thank you so much. No, no, it's
Thank
my
you.
pleasure, and thank you so much for having me. And I'm so privileged to be here to share this knowledge with such a beautiful soul like you. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And you're young, so you're half my age. So I know that you have so much work to do in this, and you're already past me. So thank you.
No, no, not at all. We are just at the learning stage of our lives. Thank you
Yes.
so much. So grateful to be here.
Thank you.